Welcome back to Conquest and the server where you can make a country and do some various other interesting things. Recently, we ended the war, so now we can use nether travel and elytras and do all that fun stuff. So, everything's great, right? Wrong. The city that we live in right here is very ugly, there's lots of trash everywhere, there's a huge crater in the ground, it's a total disaster, it's a mess, and we need to fix it right now. We also tried to build a train system at one point during the war because you can't use nether travel or elytras, so that was the thing that was going to be used, but then we never used it, and we never built anything around it. So today, we're going to build a train station and maybe even make some tracks, but I also might be lazy, so who knows. But first, let's build some roads and fill in some holes. Wait, did you know you can join the server right now? Yeah, that's right, just click the link in the description to join the Discord server, and then you can follow the instructions there to get in the server. Yippee! We're looking for builders and YouTubers, so if you're neither of those, you're kinda out of luck unless you're really funny. In which case, we might just let you in. So join it right now! Let's start by filling in this hole. But we're gonna do it in a special way, because a lot of the holes in the area just got placed dirt over, so I think if I break just one... Okay, no, that was a bad block to break. If I break a block here, you see there's just empty space down there because no one filled it in from some ancient crater. So this one, I'm gonna lava cast it, and then maybe that might make it less dangerous for if someone accidentally breaks some blocks below them and then falls down, and it'll also hopefully stop mob spawning as well. Not gonna lie, this is one of the weirder things I've ever done on this server. That chicken is gonna get cooked. No! No! Oh. It's been 20 minutes and I've got a little bit of it done, but I've ended up just losing 3 buckets of lava and I don't want to go back down there, so I'm gonna call this good. Now I just got to replace this with grass. I only have 51. That's just great. Well, that took longer than needed, but it is filled in now, and all of it is 2 blocks thick. So if I just dig down a little bit here, there's some dirt. So it's gonna make my life a little bit easier when I'm building roads and buildings through here. Speaking of which, we need to actually make those roads right now. First thing we need to do to make these roads is to make an outline, which I've already tried before, and that's what those stone blocks are, but they're pretty terrible, so we're gonna do it again, this time better. I never thought it would be this hard to place down about a stack of stone, but it took me quite some time. And saying that, we don't even have all of them done. Some of the ones over there, and especially back there, I haven't done, because it turns out it's really hard to try to imagine where the roads are gonna go, because you also have to imagine where the buildings are gonna go. So like, how many buildings are gonna fit in this space? Well, maybe like one there, one there, one there, but I'm not sure, because I've not built them yet. And then you also have to just imagine the sizes of the roads, and I've not even decided that yet because I want some of them to be a bit smaller, you know, to fit more buildings in. I don't know. It's a bit of a complex process, but you know what, we're just gonna build the roads right now, and then maybe we'll just kind of get it and go along the way, and maybe it'll work out, hopefully. And we're gonna do that with a time lapse for the first time in a couple months. Look at that, we got some roads, isn't that nice? It actually took me quite some time, but maybe in the time-lapse it won't seem like that. I don't know. This was really, really annoying. It's not so much a difficulty placing all the blocks, it's more just thinking about how's this gonna work, what are the sizes gonna be, where is it actually gonna go. I had to change some things. But yes, we have all the roads. There's even some roads over there. None past that road over there. But of course, the main attraction is this plaza right here. Isn't it beautiful? Look at those flowers. Look at that fountain. Look at that statue. It's meant to be an equestrian statue. Does it look equestrian? It feels pretty equestrian to me. You know, it's right in there in front of the church. Very fitting. It gives a space to look at the church, because of course there's going to be buildings here and there. So if you just had another building here, you wouldn't be able to see it or even get in because there'd be stuff blocking the way. So this is what I spent most of my time on. Everything else is kind of there's also nothing over here because I'm lazy, and there's nothing over here because I'm more lazy. And geez, I didn't even realize I still have this bamboo up. This was here like 2-3 months ago, and I've never chopped it down. Now that we've got all these roads down, it is finally time to start building some things in the city. I originally wasn't going to do this because I thought I was going to put this in the last video, and then I thought I was going to put this in the next video, but then both of those kind of got delayed, so I'm going to put it right here in this awkward little filler video of building roads and complete nonsense. This building that is going to go right here is definitely going to be different. It's not like anything else we've ever built. It's very Russian looking. I don't want to spoil it too much because you gotta see the surprise, but a lot of Russian buildings are very colorful because I guess there's a lot of snow and a lot of white, so they need some color to balance it out, and this is going to be exactly that. It might look a little bit out of place. I'll try to kind of blend it in with some maybe trees, but you'll just have to see. It's gonna be something for sure. Oh yeah, also, I didn't even mention, this is going to be a subway station. So let's build a building! A train station, that's what it is. Wow, would you look at that? Isn't it very blue? Yes, it is very blue, very bright, very vibrant, and I kind of like it, honestly. I thought it might look too bad, but I think it's alright. The only thing I don't really like is this tower. It seems kind of like it's a bit out of place. Like maybe if I had moved it one block back and then made it flush with the wall and just like kind of pokes up here, it might look better, but I think overall this doesn't look too bad. But why would I build with such colors? I mean, look at everything around here. We've got gray, we've got brown, we've got brown, we've got gray, we've got white. All very, very bland, very boring colors. But this is super, super bright and vibrant. But why? Well, if you look at Imperial Russian architecture, they worked a lot in bright colors. So this building, you'll see stuff similar to this in Russia. Of course, the communists destroyed almost all of it, so you don't see a lot of it left, but the bits that do survive are very colorful. I have a feeling that's because all the snow there makes everything kind of look like a white landscape, kind of like a blank canvas, if you will, and everyone was so bored of looking at all this white and gray and brown because they, work in wood. Once they started building in stone, I guess they painted it more, and they made very colorful things because there's not a lot of color in the landscape. That is a bit of a conspiracy theory, but it sure does apply here where everything is white. So these colors are very nice, they're refreshing. They might be too much though, I don't know, we'll see with the other buildings. This is definitely a prototype, so it'll just kind of be the first attempt at making something different. And this, oh, it's so bad over here. But don't worry, there's gonna be more buildings. It's gonna come all the way over here. It's gonna be kind of like a late medieval thing. In fact, this is not even really medieval. The server's still set in a medieval time period, but this is like very much pushing it on what's actually medieval. I don't really enforce the rules too much. Someone built the World Trade Center and I didn't tear it down until it got blipped by the spawn chunk reset, which happened about a year ago. So, you know, loosely enforced. This is basically medieval, right? Yeah. The inside is terrible, though. We've got one chandelier, one little lantern over there, and there's not even a subway entrance yet, because yeah, it's like the entrance is right here somewhere. Yeah, it doesn't line up at all. There's no space for it, so I'm gonna have to move that whole tunnel, but that's gonna take me a very, very long time, and I don't want to do that right now. So for now, it's just empty. Also, look at that roof. Isn't that nice? I think it's pretty nice. It looks very Art Deco. So what do you guys think about this new blue building? If you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments below, because I would like to hear them, because honestly, yeah, it's definitely very radical, very different, and perhaps out of place. So if you have an opinion, I would love if you could tell me.